Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Tonight's movie, Gemini. Again, you probably already know that because you clicked on it and for some reason you searched for it or you're just interested in following me. I don't know. I don't know how this film ended up on my IMDb wish list. Things just fall on there, I think. I think people will just put them there. I don't know. And it's there, and it's something I gotta watch. There's not much else going on. Tell you a little bit about what it's about. A heinous crime tests the complex relationship between a tenacious personal assistant and her Hollywood starlet boss. As the assistant unravels the mystery, she must confront her own understanding of friendship, truth, and celebrity. Alright. Who's in it? Zoe Kravitz. So, she's in it. John Cho is in it. And that's all. Ricky Lake is in it. Woohoo! So that's all I recognize right now from the names. But, you know, somebody might pop up and I'll be like, oh, that's the person from so-and-so. And then I'll tell you more about that, hopefully. I'll probably stop and give you a better idea of what the plot is truly about as I watch a little bit and let you know if it's worth it. And then I'll catch you up at the end to see. It's only an hour and 33 minutes. Again, I have no idea why it's on my list, but it's here. You clicked on it. Let's see what it's about. Hopefully I save you some time or give you a little diamond in the rough. That's what I'm hoping for. So fingers crossed. We'll see what it's about. Stick around. Hey everybody. Time for a quick check-in here. We're watching Gemini. We're at the 56-minute and 16-second mark. Not a lot to tell, to be honest with you. So Zoe Kravitz plays some sort of movie star, and she has a personal assistant played by some other girl that I don't recognize. And the whole beginning of it is she's going to a movie set. She decides not to do the reshoot. She wants to back out of the entire movie. And her personal assistant has to tell her. During that time, she tells the producer, director, whatever, the guy in charge of the film. He gets mad, he storms out. In comes a fan who recognizes her and she wants to hang out with them. That happens, and then they go back to her apartment, the assistant's apartment, where she obtains a gun from her, and they go back to her house. So Zoe Kravitz's house, big mansion kind of thing. And she also, during this time, is talking to or the assistant talks to what I appear to be is Zoe Kravitz's ex-boyfriend. He says, I know what's going on, and he's not too happy about it. Okay, so that's kind of the setup that they give you. So there's a couple of people involved here. You know, the actress and the assistant, the producer, fan, super fan, and what seems like an ex-boyfriend. They go back to her house. The assistant gets up in the morning and leaves. When she comes back to the house, Zoe Kravitz is dead. She's been murdered, shot 5 times. So now everybody's trying to figure out what has happened. John Cho is the head detective on all of this. They really think it might be the assistant. It was actually her gun. And there's some other evidence involved in that, so it makes it seem like she might have done it. But of course, the executive producer, whatever he was, a super fan, and the ex-boyfriend are all potential suspects in this. So that's all it really is. Nothing too crazy going on. And the exchange, there's one exchange between the assistant and the producer guy, which is post-murder, which is kind of ridiculous, I thought, to say the least. The way they banter back and forth the day or the day after her best friend dies, it's kind of odd. But other than that, that's a better synopsis on what really is going on in this movie. Not much more to tell. I think I got it all for you right there. I'm going to keep watching here. There's only a couple, about 40 minutes left of the movie. And then I'll check in at the credits and then tell you what my thoughts were. Hopefully maybe this livens up a little bit. We get some more information. And it makes it an original, more fun film. But so far, not so much. But I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Gemini. As I say that, I'm trying to think of why they call it Gemini. Maybe there's something I'm missing from this film. But I was going to start off by saying this is why I do what I do. This is why I do movie reviews for you. To save you time. if you by chance were thinking of watching this movie, don't bother. There's nothing about it that you should watch. There's nothing here. There's really nothing. You got the whole plot. There was one other character, maybe suspect. So I've mentioned Zoe Kravitz has an ex-boyfriend, and but she also is developing a small relationship with a girlfriend. So she's in the picture too. So it's all that. So it's the producer, the assistant, the ex-boyfriend, the fan, and the love interest that is a girl. And that's everybody who's in it. I mean, like, that's a part of this whole film. And then John Cho, as we know, is a detective. I mean, they're all the characters that you need to worry about. Ricky Lake does an interview. She's not really in the movie. So anyway, there's really nothing to see here. It's a murder mystery, and they throw a twist at it, which is just awful. What they try and do to give you the old wow factor, but it just doesn't work in my mind without ruining it for you. Just in the off chance you don't listen to me and you watch this movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. So the movie was 1 hour and 33 minutes long, and it felt like 4 hours. So it is helpful if there's a time where you're not sure if you could fall asleep or not, maybe turn this on. Otherwise, stay away. I mean, the assistant is, so she's like the Clouseau. So now that Zoe Kravitz has been murdered, she's got to figure out who's done it. And basically, she creates a disguise for herself. She takes her hair, makes it blonde, changes her outfit, and wears a little hat. And she sneaks around and stuff like that. And when you see her sneaking around in this little rain hat, it's comical. It's not supposed to be, but it is. Just seeing her peeking around the thing with her little hat on and her blonde hair. And she didn't change the way she looked. Like, she had bangs and long hair, brunette, and then her disguise was blonde. I mean, silly, I tell you. So I don't know where to go from here, but I don't know why this ended up on my IMDb list. IMDb gave it a 5 point, who cares? And I'm definitely giving it a 5. Might even think about a 4. Terrible waste of 1 hour and 33 minutes. There is nothing here to see. And I can't stretch it out any longer. I'm going to stop right there. Hopefully you heed my warning and you stay away from this movie. Unless you're related to one of the people in the movie. And if you are, it was fantastic. You got to see it. But if you weren't related, stay away. There's nothing to see here. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.